mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be fielded inside the 5. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're bringing them out in his 8th year out of Florida State, the former Heisman Trophy winner, Jameis Winston. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They run it again with Kamara. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, Winston. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. And he will get in to make it 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They just didn't manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we've got no shot. You got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Fielded at the 33. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Kamara off the draw. Called out a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jameis to throw it. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and that will keep the lead at 8.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you got to get it back even with just 1 throw.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now the ball now going back over to Seattle Seahawks offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And down to the 36-yard line here. The Saints on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
He threw the interception on the previous drive, but that only led to 3 points. Defense held him to a field goal. They're still working with a lead here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. His defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. Back to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Walker hit and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the 1st down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And some room to roam now. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. 57 yards rushing for him in this 1st half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Open man is the tight end Troutman. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the red zone now, Winston. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that clock's going to be on the ground.
So we come upon halftime here in this. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round one of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in it as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here, as so many defensive coaches have told you and me. All gas.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 39 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it. Out to his left. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a two-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
They've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A two-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. On third down, Winston. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And quickly they get to the line. Now wasting time going right back to DK Metcalf. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. You talk about rookies having big statistical years. He had a boatload of these in the regular season, more than one per game, and now he has his first here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jameis now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he's safe for a loss of 4. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And this is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 30 yards. Here's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Dancing to his left. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. That completes it again to Metcalf. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
They'll look to throw. Steps away. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Winston now to throw on 1st down. It's hauled in by Hardy.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. Jameis again. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw again. And he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They've faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Winston now. He gets it to Thomas. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Winston.
And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
There's that man again. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Takes it at the 7. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise.